Reduce, reuse, and recycle, or these movies could come true.
We have become a threat to this planet. I don't think anybody will argue that. And this is a warning.
A warning?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 environmental warning movies.
If we do not act soon, it is our children and our grandchildren who will have to pay the price.
For this list, we're looking at films that feature a strong environmental theme, particularly if that theme suggests that we need to be careful about keeping our planet safe.
To hunt a species to extinction is not logical.
Whoever said the human race was logical?
However, we've decided to exclude documentaries, as that's a list for another day. Number 10, Silent Running.
And there's no more imagination, and there are no frontiers left to conquer. And you know why? Only one reason why. One reason why. The same attitude that you three guys are giving me right here in this room today.
Set in the not-so-distant future, this sci-fi classic features a desolate Earth without any sign of nature, flora, or plant life. Bruce Dern plays a forest ranger who's stationed on a pod off the planet's surface with the last pieces of Earth's plant and animal life on board. After receiving orders from Earth to destroy the precious cargo, Dern goes to extreme lengths to protect the last forest.
I don't think that I'll ever be able to excuse what it is that I did, but I had to do it.
Featuring advanced special effects for the time and a trio of uncannily human robots, this movie's storyline was at times unbelievably silly. Yet at its core, it's extremely unsettling, as it foreshadows the potential ramifications of human focus on industry rather than the preservation of the planet.
What's going to happen if these forests and all this incredible beauty is lost for all time?
Number 9, The Day After Tomorrow.
I think we're on the verge of a major climate shift.
State-of-the-art CGI effects, catastrophic weather, and a death-defying plot form the perfect recipe for this climate change thriller.
Mr. Vice President, if we don't act now, it's going to be too late.
Jack Hall, a renowned paleoclimatologist, has repeatedly warned the U.S. government of the dangers of global warming, but to no avail.
Our climate is fragile. At the rate we're burning fossil fuels and polluting the environment, the ice caps will soon disappear.
Now it's too late, and the Northern Hemisphere is being attacked by 3 massive hurricane superstorms, which freeze everything in their path. While not considered realistic by any stretch of the imagination, The Day After Tomorrow is a chilling look, pun intended, at a worst-case scenario future where humans are subjected to a new and paralyzing ice age.
What do you think's gonna happen to us?
What do you mean?
I mean, us. Civilization. Everybody.
Mankind survived the last ice age. We're certainly capable of surviving this one.
Number 8, The Simpsons Movie.
Hey, I am very passionate about the planet.
Say global warming is a myth.
It's a myth. Further study is needed. Oh!
That's for selling out your beliefs.
America's favorite yellow family makes the leap from TV to the big screen in this honest portrayal of a man trying to save his family and the world.
Now Homer Simpson's gonna show he has cojones. Oops. Go!
After Homer mistakenly triggers a chemical waste emergency, leading his hometown of Springfield to be enclosed in a dome by the villainous leader of the Environmental Protection Agency, he embarks on an odyssey of forgiveness and, ultimately, redemption in the eyes of his town, his family, and Mother Nature.
In order to save myself, I have to save Springfield! That's it!
Filled with offbeat jokes, celebrity cameos, and razor-sharp political sideswipes, this movie stays true to its roots by both supporting and satirizing the plight of environmentalists.
All right, well, thanks a lot for coming. We've been playing for 3.5 hours. Now we'd like just a minute of your time to say something about the environment.
Number 7, Waterworld.
The future. The polar ice caps have melted, covering the Earth with water.
Warnings about global warming have gone ignored, and only one mythical piece of land remains on Earth: dry land. After the map to this fabled spot is tattooed on a young girl's back, an epic tale of cat and mouse ensues.
Not till you tell me.
She got inkings on her back. I seen her. They say if you read the marks on the child, they'll lead you all the way to dry land.
Enter the Mariner, played by Kevin Costner, a loner mutant with gills and webbed feet, who sails the seas aboard his trimaran, making a living by trading dirt aboard floating trash trading posts.
62 chits.
I want twice that.
Filled with futuristic weapons and dreamy underwater scenes, Waterworld is ultimately a testament to humanity's ability to adapt to a vastly changed world, where land is but a dream and water is all you know.
The ancients, they did something terrible, didn't they?
Number 6, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax.
Trees? Yeah, real ones, you know, that grow out of the ground. Hello?
Sorry, it's just... But I didn't think anyone still cared about trees.
This classic Dr. Seuss tale comes to life in a 3D version of the book, delivering an important lesson with humor and a deceptively simple storyline. Ted Wiggins is a 12-year-old boy who wants to impress a girl, and in doing so, decides to make her wish of seeing a real tree come true.
So if, say, I'm just thinking out loud here, if a guy somehow got you one...
Well, I'd probably marry him on the spot.
To do this, he must venture outside of his artificially constructed city to meet the Onceler, a knowledgeable recluse. Once outside, he quickly discovers that not all is what it seems, as the Onceler recounts him the legend of the Lorax.
And who are you? Wait, I'm the Lorax, guardian of the forest. I speak for the trees.
Ultimately, this movie delivers a powerful warning against sacrificing nature for the sake of materialistic advancement.
I know it may seem small and insignificant, but it's not about what it is. It's about what it can become.
Number 5, Princess Mononoke.
Now watch closely, everyone. I'm going to show you how to kill a god. A god of life and death. The trick is not to fear him.
Royalty, forest gods, and an epic search for a cure. What more could you ask for from a critically acclaimed Japanese anime film?
You will die!
Prince Ashitaka has been cursed and mortally wounded, and must embark on the hunt for a cure in the forest. While on his journey, he meets a woman who's been raised as a wolf and who's nicknamed Princess Mononoke.
My name is Ashitaka. I've traveled far from lands to the east.
Together, they join forces with the forest gods in order to overthrow Lady Eboshi, the leader of Irontown, which is a city that manufactures firearms. With astounding visuals and trademark Hayao Miyazaki flair, this film is an honest statement about the ecological devastation brought on by human advancement in industrialization.
Forest spirit, we give you back your head. Take it and be at peace.
Number 4, FernGully, The Last Rainforest.
What is this place?
This is FernGully.
Featuring a strong environmental message about the dangers of deforestation and its impact on nature. This feature-length animated fantasy is centered on magical characters who live deep within the trees.
Hello, I'm a nocturnal placental flying mammal, a member of the family of Pterodiddae, or Pterodidnae. If you can't tell, I'm a bat!
Krista is a curious fairy girl who leaves the safety of her home in the rainforest and happens upon a lumberjack named Zach.
What happened to me? I'm 3 inches tall.
Oh, I shrank you.
You what?
They must unite together in order to defeat the evil Hexus, a spirit of destruction, and the one who's trying to destroy Krista's home, FernGully.
Oil and grime, poison slime, diesel clouds, and noxious muck.
Although this movie's intended audience was children, its universal message of rainforest protection is one that can be appreciated at any age.
Everything in our world is connected by the delicate strands of the web of life, which is balanced between forces of destruction and the magic forces of creation.
Number 3, Soylent Green.
Oh my God.
In this futuristic dystopian society, the world is ravaged with permanent summer, diminished resources, and way too many people.
I'm asking you to disperse. The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted.
Frank Thorne, an NYPD detective, has been charged with investigating the death of a wealthy businessman.
Occupation?
Rich.
Rich what?
Lawyer. Politics. I had the impression he was more or less retired.
Through twists and turns in the case, Thorne eventually comes to discover the real impact of humanity's callous disregard for nature. A cautionary tale about the risks of overpopulation, industrialization, and pollution. Soylent Green leaves viewers with a powerful message and the urge to take a shower.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him.
Promise, Tiger, I promise. I'll tell the exchange.
You tell everybody.
Number 2, Avatar.
You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora, ladies and gentlemen. Respect that fact every second of every day. If there is a hell, you might want to go there for some R&R.
It's 2154, and planet Earth's resources have been severely depleted, requiring the mining of a distant yet livable moon called Pandora. Enter Jake Sully, a paraplegic former Marine who's been promised the recovery of his legs if he agrees to infiltrate the native population of Pandora, the Na'vi.
Such a Marine could provide the intel I need right on the ground. Right in the hostiles' camp.
By doing so, Sully unknowingly threatens the lives of that race, as well as their entire ecosystem. Director James Cameron used cutting-edge technology to create a wonder-filled world, which makes us want to see it saved even more. But even with all the glitz and glam, this movie stays on point about the dangers of imperialism and resource depletion.
You need to wake up, Parker.
No, you need to wake up.
The wealth of this world isn't in the ground, it's all around us. The Na'vi know that, and they are fighting to defend it.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
What does steak taste like again? I had it once, but I can't remember.
You can't remember, then it's better to forget.
Right then, but like, what does it smell like when it's cooking in that? When it's emanating around the place?
These people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20.
Well, Hedra just thrives on smoke and sludge. And while we continue to pollute the air, the monster will continue to get bigger than ever. I'm afraid there's no stopping it.
We must confront the reality that nothing in our solar system can help us.
Number 1, WALL-E.
That doesn't look like Earth. Where's the blue sky?
WALL-E is a robot trash compactor who's been left behind to clean up a desolate, garbage-ridden Earth. It's been 700 years since humans gave up and evacuated the planet, so the only contact WALL-E has had in that time is with the trash we've left behind. That is, until he meets Eve, a new robot who's been sent to Earth to search for signs of vegetation. It'd be easy to overlook this movie as a simple animated sci-fi rom-com, but the sheer brilliance in the delivery of the underlying message regarding the dangers of overconsumerism remains front and center throughout, making it a thought-provoking but hopeful tale of environmentalism.
Otto, things have changed. We've got to go back.
Sir, orders are, do not return to Earth.
But life is sustainable now. Look at this plant. Green and growing. It's living proof he was wrong.
Irrelevant, Captain.
What? It's completely relevant.
Do you agree with our list? Which movie made you want to go out and save the rainforests? For more green top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.